Hey, comment ça va les baguettes? So today I'm going to teach you some basics in French because I know all of you are absolutely fluent. You know how to speak, but I never covered the basics on this channel. Well, I kinda did. I covered the swear words. But, you know, not like the alphabet basics. So today, as you read the title and heard me saying it right before, I'm going to teach you the French alphabet because it's something good to know, I guess, maybe. I mean, if you're not interested in French, it's not, but hey, general culture, you can, like, be a party pooper with it. It's great. So let's learn the French alphabet, shall we? I hope you'll enjoy. So what's the French alphabet? Well, that's easy. It's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, bye. I'm kidding. Well, actually, I'm not really kidding, you know, that was the French alphabet. But it's not the way I'm going to teach it to you, you know, because I'm a great teacher. I mean, I teach things. Sometimes, not really, but... So, the French alphabet, the first thing to know is that compared to the English alphabet, well, the letters are the same. I know, you probably already knew this, but hey, at least it's not the Japanese alphabet, right? So, I'm going to divide the French alphabet into three categories. The first one is the letters that we have in common in both the letters, which is all of them, and the pronunciation, which is not all of them. I know, if not, this video would be pointless. I mean, that depends. If you're not an English speaker, that wouldn't be pointless. Although, if you're not an English speaker and the entire video is in English, that would still be pointless, because you wouldn't understand. And yeah. Okay, next, the second one will be the letters that are quite similar even in the pronunciation. Actually, you only add E at the end. And the last category is the one that has all the letters that have absolutely freaking nothing in common. Well, they do have things in common, but, like, you pronounce them wrong every single time you try. So, yeah. Let's firstly look at the first category, which is the ones that have a pretty similar pronunciation in both English and French. And so this category includes the F, L, M, N, S, and kinda sometimes Z. When you pronounce those letters, you tend to keep your lips pretty much closed, so you just go F, L, M, N, S, Z. We French people love opening our mouths. I mean, we're talkative people, you know, we're nice and everything, we're outgoing, and so we like to talk and to be listened, so we need to open our mouths wide so everyone will hear us. So, F, L, M, N, S, Z. And that's easy as ABC, 1, 2, 3, I don't remember the expression. But that's quite easy. For those letters, you just need to say them while opening your mouths. So S, S. Sounds French to me. And for the Z, I know that some of you just say Z. Well, if you're one of those people, just change. Okay, now we go to the second category, which is the ones that have quite a similar pronunciation, absolutely not, but you are just adding the letter E at the end. B, C, D, P, T, V. The French pronunciation is pretty much the same, but without the E at the end. B, C, D, P, T, V. And if you put everything together, yes, you will hear it, we French are beatboxers! I already regret doing that and I don't know why I did it. Clap, we forget! So, as I told you at the beginning of this category, those ones are pretty easy too. The only thing you have to do is do your proper English pronunciation and then replace the E that is at the end with E. And this sound is pretty easy to do. You can find it in French words that are pretty easy also, like écureuil. I know, fuck me! Okay, now we're getting to the heart of the matter. As you already know, 11 out of the 26 French well, 26 letters. Not French, but French pronunciation. Yes, those ones. And so, well, we still have 15 to go. And that's going to be a mess. So let's firstly look at the vowels. A, E, I, O, U, Y. Why did I select the vowels? Mostly because there are less vowels than not vowels. Consonants, I have it, consonants, which is actually pretty much the same as in French, as it's consonne. But yeah, consonants, but yeah, there are like many more consonants than vowels. So let's look at the vowels first. So, ah! Bah! Rest in peace, headphone users. And everyone who maxed out the sound after watching an ASMR video. But at the same time, watching one of my videos after ASMR is not really a good idea. So it's your fault. So yeah, pretty much. A is just like a scream, but with a bit less power. So instead of the ones I did before, just go ah, and you have it. Then it's E. And E is E in English, but E is E in French. So E is not really E because E is E, and E is not E, and is E. So E is E, and E is E, but E is not E, it's E. I know! It's not confusing at all. So how to pronounce it? Well, that's easy, because in French you find it in amazing words like Ernest. Although that's actually funny, you know, because Ernest in French has two E, but you never pronounce it the same way. However, when you say Ernest in English, Ernest, well, the kinda sound like a so it's just like, you know, funny. I mean, it is to me. And it's amazing, and here too, you see? Amazing! So pronounce it this way. And then the E, which is I, not E, I know. E is not E in English, E is E, but E is E, and E is E in French, so E is... I feel like I already did that. It's like having a déjà vu. And that would have been an amazing connection if the next vowel was U, but it's not, because it's O. Like O! And also like O. So I could have used it at the really beginning also, you know, because both letters are similar. And so we're now going to the U that you can also find in écureuil. Yeah, I know. But I like doing that. And so if you watched my previous French video, well, you're a great person. Double tap. But also you already know how to pronounce it, so you don't have to learn it again. And if you didn't, well, here's the best method. You know your E, like that is not a E, but it's like an E. Yeah, this one? Well, just do the same, but with your lips round, like that. Just in case that someone enters your room, open a porn tab on the side, it will be easier to explain. And after that, just look at yourself in the mirror, or not, just do it in front of your computer, and go E. E. And yeah, you have it! E. And that's thanks to these kind of things that you understand why French has so much sex appeal. And now to the last vowel, which is Y. Once again, you just need to use the E, which is actually the E in French, not in English, not the E. Yeah, I know, Y. I mean, why? I don't know. But that doesn't really matter. Just go with your E and then grec, but with a French accent. Grecu! And finally, we're at the consonants, the last 8 letters. And the first one is G, which is actually G, because G is J and J is G. I know, because G is not G and J is not J. J is G and G is J. It's even more confusing than the E. But though confusing, it's actually quite easy, because you just need to reverse your pronunciation. So to pronounce properly the French G, you just need to say J. that you already know. And to pronounce the French J, you just need to say G, so you already have it. But the thing is, we're going to talk about that a bit later, because J and G, G and J, they kind of followed each other, but not really, because there's like a silent letter in between, and yeah, so H. And to properly pronounce it in French, that's actually really easy now that you already know the A, because you just need to do the same. So just go with A and sh. So H. And then you have a J, I mean the G, G, which is the G, but yeah, the J actually, but you know, you just, yeah, I told you already. Then the K, and the K is actually exactly the same as the H. You remove the A part and replace it with A. So K becomes K. K. That's actually quite funny because caca is like poop. I know, that wasn't that funny. Okay, we're now to the Q. Now that you already know how to pronounce the U, the U, same method applies. Open the porn tab, close your door, and try to pronounce key, but with rounded lips. Q. And now, I love that the antepenultimate letter in French is the French R. And so how to pronounce this godlike letter? Nothing easier. Just use a pen. Yeah, I didn't have one, so only use a pen. Yeah, I know, I only have a toothbrush, but that's, you know, pretty much the same. Just use something that is round, long, not too big, and put it in your mouth. Ah! Ah! You just need to say R, but with it. Ah! 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 Do prefer a pen to a toothbrush. It's less vomit warning. But you got it. Ah! By the way, I just wanted to show appreciation because you see this toothbrush, it's actually not a toothbrush, it's a climbing brush, and you cannot really see it, or maybe you can, but there's a hedgehog, and there's like an octopus, and the octopus is pretty much Solène, and the hedgehog is myself, because we look like those animals, kinda, not really, but they are our totem animals, and she offered this to me, so yeah, it's a gift. And I use it to teach you how to vomit. Yeah, appreciation post. Okay, to the penultimate one, which is the W. And that's actually quite funny because, you know, for you, the W is a double U because it looks like two U's. But it actually doesn't really, does it? I don't know. To me and to all the French people, so you know, it's kind of like the truth. It looks like a double V. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong saying that it looks like a W. I'm just saying that you're not as right as we French people are. And to pronounce it, well, exactly the same. Vivi. No, I'm kidding, don't learn it this way. We pronounce it the same way you do, but with the V. So instead of saying W, that would be double U. For us, it's a double V. Double V. Final letter, the X, because X gonna give it to you. I don't know why I make those jokes. X. And this time, once again, you need to use the E. I mean, I know it's your favorite letter, not sure it is, but it's mine in English. So it's, you know, pretty cool to use it in so many French words, letters. Yeah. So the only thing you have to do is replace the E by E, which is actually funny when you think about it. Because we have like an entire letter category where you change the E by E. So, yeah. We like to confuse people. X. X. And now you know the French alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Putain! And this is the end of how to master the French alphabet. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to put a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to my channel. Go follow me on all my social medias because there. You can also support me on Patreon because there. And no matter what happens, I will see you in my next video. Have an amazing, wonderful day. Don't forget to smile and bye-bye.